scarring situations for both families and for friends who are involved with this. Just the momentary inattentiveness. Vehicles are dangerous. We tell our kids every day, be careful. I don't know if this was a matter of texting and driving or speaking on a phone. I know that she was inattentive at some point, at least is what I've been told. And that momentary inattentiveness at that point, unfortunately, has been tragic for all these families. And I can tell you that she's a wonderful young woman who's been completely devastated by this. This is, as a parent, as I am a parent, our worst nightmare, both for the Gomez family and also for the Aguilar family. So at this point, it's all I can say. We put her over for further arraignment. She's not a flight risk and she's not a danger to the community. And so we'll have to work on this and work with the district attorney's office to find out more information so we can have a fruitful discussion on how this case proceeds.
How's she doing?
She's having a very, very difficult time. I spent a couple hours with her this morning, and she's emotionally distraught. I've done a lot of these cases. These are cases, obviously, that will haunt her and her family, and not to discredit anything for the family who lost their child, but these are tragic all around.
With the charges that she has right now, what kind of punishment is she facing?
Well, they're felony charges right now, and I haven't had a chance to evaluate all the charges. They were just faxed over here this morning, but it's felony charges of vehicle manslaughter with gross negligence, non-alcohol, a 192C1, so it's a felony, and so, but there's some other great bodily injury charges for the others who are also injured.
So you think she could spend time in jail?
These are difficult cases. The question is, does she spend time in jail? Is this one of those cases that this is a tragic accident? Is jail deserving? I think some people would argue that jail is deserving, but I think we really need to stop and not rush to judge and rush to punish. I think we really need to look at this and evaluate how she was driving, what was happening. This is 1 o'clock in the morning. You have 4 people who are walking in somewhat of a country area at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not their fault, but is this a prison type of case or a jail case? I certainly don't see that at this point, and I think that we've got to just wait a minute and look at it and evaluate it.
Does she know the victims or go to school with them at all?
No, she doesn't.
She had a lot of support here, a big family here.
She has a lot of family, a lot of support, and they are definitely suffering at this point as well. Once again, though, I don't want to take away from any of the pain that the victim in this case has felt or the other ones who have been injured. These are very emotionally challenging. Like I said, I've done a lot of these cases. It's tough for me. It's tough for my office. It's tough for our clients. It's not about me, but this is tough.